Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Here we are once again to sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous indeed. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, a very special treat, no doubt about it, from the Boulevard Brewing Company. They're located in Kansas City, Missouri, and they are owned by Duvel. Oh, you don't get any better than Duvel, baby. This is the Rye IPA. That's kind of a lightweight for an IPA. Checks in at 5.2% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 35. Nothing spectacular, but I can guarantee you it tastes great. Now, it says here that this was released in the beginning of the year. I'm not worried about it because most of the beers that Boulevard produces are bottle or can conditioned. I don't know if they have any cans, by the way, but I just put that in there in case they do. I forgot that was a bottle, and I'm not prepared, baby. Not to worry. Woo, this wasn't cheap, but it's good. Yeah. Our lovely bottle cap, mama. I collect bottle caps. I have my refrigerator is full of bottle caps on the one side. Of course, the other side I can't get to because of the wall is there. But I've started to go down the front. Now I have this lovely glassware from Ummegang. Yeah, years ago they had a dry hop Pilsner. Don't know if they still make it, but that's where this glass came from. Ah, yeah. Plus I have a couple other goblets from Boulevard, the Tank 7, and there's some other one. Now, if you pay close attention, I had that on a pretty steep angle, and you see how that head builds up. That's how you can tell it's bottle conditioned. Just the smallest amount of yeast in there will preserve a beer way beyond its normal shelf life. And that's why you don't have to worry about Boulevard. Now, this is a 12-ounce glass. I'm sorry, 12-ounce bottle in a 16-ounce glass, and you see how much head that we're getting here. Now, if you don't like that yeast, you just hold out the last little bit. It's not going to hurt you. Dr. Dave doesn't necessarily like it, but it's okay. It's not going to hurt you. Beautiful, beautiful golden copper color on this thing. That is not a white head. That is more of a beige colored head. Oh, and it's quite lovely. And it's not going anywhere. That is a rocky head. It'll be here when this video is done a couple minutes from now. That went right in my nose. Oh man, is that good? You can get that rye malt in there, some citrus. Ooh, yummy, baby. I bet this is gonna be good. And I allowed it to warm up 24 minutes. Oh, it's not cold in my hand at all. Many thanks to the brewers there at Boulevard in Kansas City for all the hard work they put into making some good craft beer. Thanks to you at home for watching. Cheers. Oh man. Yeah, very satisfying indeed. You get that lovely citrus and rye right up front. Excuse me. Allergies are killing me again today. Mm. Oh man. Trying not to stop the video here. Pardon me. But the citrus and some lovely malt backbone in there. Some lovely sweet malts, but it's mixed with the rye. And the finish is definitely a rye, slightly bitter finish. It's not overboard on the rye malt. Now, I've had some rye beers, particularly IPAs, that they're just so overboard on the rye. Oh my gosh, you think you're eating a slice of rye bread. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that aroma just gets better as it warms and better and better. Notice how cloudy that is too. That's a sure sign that there's some yeast in there, no doubt. Now we do have some left over in the bottle. Like I said, I'm going to hold it out, and I want to emphasize again that yeast will not harm you. I just don't like to drink it. That's just my personal preference over the years. What can I tell you? But this is definitely a full-bodied beer. Now, the specs may not convince you 5.2%, 35 IBUs. A lot of people think you need high alcohol, high IBUs to have a full body beer, and that's just not true. This is a great full body beer that would do extremely well after a big steak and potato dinner. Now, I don't eat steak anymore, but I tell you, back in the day, this would have been a good beer to have after those big steaks. Remember the Bonanza Steakhouse, baby? Yeah, I was a regular there. Cheap steaks, and they were good too. Cheers to that. Never liked Ponderosa. I like the Bonanza Steakhouse. There was a Bonanza Steakhouse right across the street from me in downtown Cleveland, and I was there every night after work. Only thing that could have made that place better if they would have had beer. Yeah, they didn't have a liquor license. Mm. I'm telling you, the rye on the finish on this is just phenomenal. You'd have to try it to understand what I'm talking about. But once again, Boulevard Brewing Company, owned by Duvel. Man, it doesn't get any better than that, baby. The Rye IPA. If you haven't had this beer, you should try it out at least once. Yeah, and most markets that you go to have this on a single. And what I mean by markets is cities. I'm not talking about individual markets. Yeah, most cities have this by singles. Hey, Dr. Dave says life is short. Let's be happy. And to that end, let's drink great craft beers like this one from Boulevard. Cheers to that, baby. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the best damn beer shop. Now, they're out of San Diego and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, best damn beer shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my Pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing Clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.